There's plenty of things to do the moment you reach level 90 in Mist of Pandaria Classic. First, you would like to pick your new level 90 talent, and you might also choose new talents and glyphs so you're optimized and ready for dungeon farming. What you can also do is to find a mage who will teleport you to the main city of Pandaria, Shrine of the Two Moons, or Shrine of the Seven Stars. Here, you would like to go to the flying trainer so you can also start flying in Pandaria. Once you're here, you can also purchase a new tome, a tome you can send to your other characters, as this will make your journey from 85 to 90 a lot smoother. Next, I'll log back into my main and head to this location in Town Long Steps. What you can do here is to interact with the Justice Quartermaster and get yourself level 90 rare items, but this is of course only useful for those of you with Justice points. Next, you would like to start dungeon farming. You will most likely not be able to sign up for heroics right away, but you will at least be able to do normal dungeons where there's also going to be quests with pretty insane rewards. However, this is not a gearing up guide. If you would like to see how I will be gearing up at max level, then I would recommend you to check out this video instead. What you could be doing next is to find the new bind on account items. These are found in Pandaria and there's many different ones to collect. The item level is 450 and it only requires you to be level 86. So this is insane if you plan to level up other old characters. On my channel, you can also find a video where I cover all of these items. What you can also do at max level is to continue questing for rare and green items, but also mainly for gaining reputation with the new factions. Why? Well, because not only are you able to get rare and epic items this way, but if you're leveling up professions or you have maxed out your professions, then you can also get items or new patterns, plans and other things you can use to craft yourself new epic items. This also brings us on to the next topic. Level up your professions if you haven't already done this. Why? Well, because all of these things will be so useful in phase 1 when you start gearing up and heading into heroics or raids. Remember, professions can also make you a ton of gold during the first couple of weeks, as people are desperate for buying high level rare and epics. As you were leveling up, you probably also got yourself quite a few Spirit of Harmony. At this vendor, which can be found in the main city, you can also exchange this currency into materials you need for your professions. Every single week, it will also be important to kill the 2 new world bosses introduced in phase 1, Sha of Anger and Galleon. Galleon can be found in Valley of the Four Winds, where Sha of Anger can be found at many different locations in Conlai Summit. But why it's important to be focusing on these is because you can get insane epics, even tier pieces and also PvP items. Therefore, this is definitely mandatory to do every single week. And why you should also be leveling up a couple of characters for the first couple of weeks, as it will overall give you a higher chance to also gear up all of them a bit quicker. The next time you're doing something in Town Long Steps, find this NPC and accept his quest. This is a long quest chain where you will eventually also be unlocking the new legendary gems. It is of course a long quest chain, but then again, begin this as quickly as possible. And it's probably not a surprise, I've also made a complete guide with every single step in phase 1, even with the new changes they've introduced to this quest chain in Mist of Pandaria Classic. While you're here, you could also head to the new Black Market. At the Black Market, you might be able to get yourself epics, tier 3 or other useful things, but those will definitely be pretty expensive. What I will also spend time doing is to interact with the different flight masters and get the flight locations so I can easily fly if I need to go AFK. While you're flying around in Pandaria, also look out for the new clues, which is a part of an achievement, and of course also the new rare treasures, which are granting you experience when you're leveling up an alt character. These are also rewarding you a decent amount of gold. It might also be worth doing the quest at this location, especially the ones from this farmer. Once you've completed a quest chain, you will also be getting your own farm where you can every single day harvest materials. These materials you can use to craft different things or sell on the auction house to make a bit of gold. You might also have noticed you have got yourself lesser charms of good fortune. What are these for? Well, in the main cities you can exchange these into elder charms of good fortune, which allows you to perform a bonus roll when you're either doing the world bosses or raid encounters. It's not that important to do right away, unless you would of course immediately also do one of the world bosses, because it will be so important to have a bonus roll here, as it increases your chance of also getting an epic item. What might also be worth farming for is this mount, which can run on water. You get it by reaching Exalted with the anglers. There's going to be quests and also daily quests you can do to gain reputation with this faction. However, be aware, it is also a rather long farm, which is definitely worth it. When you're questing with Klaxi in Dread Waste, you will also unlock different things that eventually gives you new quests with the anglers, or well, with the location right here, which are rewarding you reputation with the anglers. At least all our mounts are account-wide, so we only need to do this farm once. By the time you've got yourself decent gear, you can also start doing challenge mode dungeons. If you succeed to do all of these on gold mode, so within the time, you will also be able to get yourself a gold mode set, a pretty insane transmog for some of the different classes in the game. If you feel like you have done everything, you could also start leveling up your pets, unlock the new daily quest for these, and many other things associated with the pet battle system in Mist of Pandaria. The last thing I would recommend you to do is to subscribe and also hit the like button. This will help me as a content creator, but most likely also help you in the future, as I will be able to spend more time on new useful Mist of Pandaria guides. Peace.